G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at LG58, Cloudraker and Fastlane. So of course these are the Autobot clones. They are the Legends version, so they have a little bit more paint apps, I believe. I think the original clones came out with Titan's Return or Power of the Primes. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot to look it up. I was hoping to get Pounce and Wingspan, but unfortunately that didn't happen, and I got these two instead. Now, you may also notice that my camera setup is a little bit different. The original phone holder I usually use for my videos broke, so now I actually have a phone stand. So hopefully in the future when I start doing bigger figures again, very much like the Metasaur I've already done, and probably eventually when we get to Scorponok or Fort Max or such, it'll make it a lot easier. So here we go. Here we have Cloudraker and Fastlane. They're very basic little figures, but they do what they need to do, and I don't mind them. There was something I wanted to fill in. Whether or not I will ever get an alternative, I don't know. But for the most part, these guys can legitimately transform almost exactly identical, with a few bells and whistles that are basically missing. So we'll use Cloudraker here, just because that way I don't have to worry about Fastlane's head. It's sort of getting in the way. Keep that focused. So we'll do a little articulation because these guys transform pretty simple. So head can do a full 360, can't look up, can't look down. Arms can do a full 360. They go out that far. Due to transformation joint, you can get it to come out to here. These is pretty much all on ball joints. Bicep gets you that far. He has elbow rotation, no real joint at the wrist. It's just the transformation joint, so there's no wrist swivel, there's no fingers or thumb, big surprise. There's no waist swivel, there's no obvious ab crunch. Legs can, if I got that far enough in, legs can go up that far, and like I said, all this is the same as the other one. Legs can go up that far, come out that far. He has, technically it rotates at the ball joint at the hip, but it also has the mushroom peg at the start of the thigh, so you can get a little bit more if need be. This leg goes up this far, but since the other one doesn't have it, I'll just flip out the wing for a moment and just let the other leg out of the way. So if it was Fastlane, you could get the leg pretty much that far anyway. Foot can go up and down, which is a little bit loose. There is no tilt, although it is sort of molded in. So there we go. So let's get the boys back in and we will do our size comparison before we do our transformation. So there those two are. And here they are with Optimus Prime, and I've accidentally bumped Prime's rifle. Screw it, I'll fix that up later. So we'll go up here, and there you go. So they're about just above Prime's knees. So obviously, if they were a more legitimate, legitimate's not the right word. If they are more don't want to use official. If they were the size they should be, they should be probably, I'd say, Prime's weight. So I'd say they should be more of a normalized deluxe. So put Prime aside. Okay, so let's get down to transformation, and we'll start with Cloudraker. So we can fold this in. We're going to rotate the head. So we have this flap here. Just notice there's this piece here. Actually, I think that flips up. I've never noticed that, honestly. I think that's actually part of Fastlane's transformation too. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, so we're going to flip this up. Flip this up, there's no tabs. Leave that till last. We're going to flip out the wings, both sides. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this back. So this port goes onto that tab. And what will happen is, if I lift this up, you have this joint here. So as it splits, it will fold up, and then you can tab it in, and that's pretty much the shoulder joint. So if you just sort of hold the arms a little bit, it should all tab in. Fold the feet down if they haven't already. You can bring this around, and this will just slide up into here. And just give it a bit of a squish. And there's Cloudraker in his jet mode. So I'll put that there. There is no landing gear. And of course, Fastlane. We'll lift this up for the moment, and we're going to spin it around. On mine, I don't know if it's got glue or what, but it's sort of, this piece has become loose. So, sort of a little bit more fiddly. Leave that where it is. Fold the hands in like the other one. We'll just rotate them down, and we will flip this over. And this is where we can use this joint, if I can get my finger in there. And that can lift up. It just sort of sits up straight. You don't have to, honestly, I prefer it down. But for the next part, it does help. So then we can tab the feet together. Oh, by the way, there's the transformation joint again. So there is the hips, and they do work the same way, but there's no tabs or anything for them to plug into. And the tabs that would be holding it would have been on the outside, so they'd probably be around where the wheel is. So those just sort of tab together. You just try to straighten it up as much as possible. Fold the feet up if they haven't already, and we'll fold that down for the time being. Because like I said, you don't have to, but there they are. And the arms don't tab in anywhere. They just sit there. So there we go. So there is Fastlane and Cloudraker in their transformation joints. I wish there was some way to slightly keep that up, and of course you can bring that up further if you want. So there we go. So just for a quick size comparison, here they are with Windblade. So yeah, small by comparison, but we can borrow Windblade for a moment. We're going to actually borrow her Titan Master, because there's this notch on both of them, and this is why you can lift this up. You can do it without it, but I think you're supposed to. So lift that up and just straighten all that out again. You can still bring that up. And what you do is you take this tab and this port and plug that back in, and voila, a Titan Master can ride them. Now you can do the same thing on Fastlane, on Cloudraker. I think now that I've actually got that, just got to fiddle with it. Now that I've got, yeah, oop, I can actually get that even further. Well, there you go. So then you just plug it all back in like so. So yeah, so you can put your Titan Masters on these to ride them if you want. Entirely up to you. So there we are. Oh, by the way, I will point this out also. There is a port under here, but these guys don't come with guns. And I'm pretty damn sure that a Titan Master gun doesn't fit under there. So if you know what would actually fit that port, let me know. But there we are. So if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, perhaps ring that bell for all notifications. I post at least once a week. If I'm not doing Lego, in that case, I will be posting twice a week. And leave me a comment. Tell me what do you think actually goes into that port. But apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.